Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. So, I am Malia Holt. I started posting Railfan content originally on Facebook back in 2023. Originally, it was only for Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, etc. back in 2022, 2023. And then I decided to expand a little later in 2023 around the summer and post my full length Railfan videos on YouTube. Now, I took off on Facebook and TikTok pretty quickly. I thought I'd talk about the dark side, the dark truth about being a femme rail fan in a hobby where the majority of the participants are male. I originally took off on Facebook back in 2023 when I posted a video entitled "That Was a Short Train." I meant that the train was short in how long it took to pass, not car length. But trolls came out of their hibernation cave. Like, that train isn't short. Remember, kids, learn how to count. Learn how to count, blah, blah, blah. I meant the train was short as it passed pretty quickly because it took less than 2 minutes to pass compared to how long I'm waiting for the train normally. Normally, you could be waiting 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on how long the train is or how slow it's going. But in this case, I only waited less than 2 minutes. I started drawing a lot of anti women, anti femme men in my comments. I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't know a lot about trains. There's a lot I don't know. So I will ask a question about something. And then somebody who's a railroad employee or a knowledgeable rail fan would answer the question. And then I would take what that railroad employee said and be like, okay. So the next time I encounter what I think is the case, then I will say, y'all told me this, y'all told me that. There were a few moments where that the hate was extreme, not extreme like with death threats or anything, but just that there was so much haters, so many trolls. It was becoming more and more difficult to moderate the comments, and I've had to close the comments to where only friends and people who've been following my page for 24 hours can comment. Back in October, I caught up to a train that was stationary, waiting at a signal block, or it appeared to be waiting for a signal block. And I'm like, hmm, is this train waiting for clearance, or is this a crew exchange? I saw the ditch lights were completely out. And for my observation, when I'm waiting for a train to get clearance, the top light will be dim, the bottom lights are off. And then when the train gets clearance, brighten up the lights and they proceed. But in that video, the lights were completely off, so I'm wondering, is this a crew exchange? Then one person who might have been a railroad employee commented a GIF meme with Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin was like, you know what grinds my gears? Foamers who think they know how to railroad. I don't even know if that's Peter Griffin's voice. I'm not a voice impressionist. So, okay. When I'm not claiming to know everything about the railroad, I go off of what various railroad employees have told me in my comments across various videos and various platforms. And I get backlash for that for some weird reason. Then there was recently, I posted a video to my Facebook, TikTok. I don't think it's on Instagram yet, but I'm going to post it on there, where it said train screeches going around a curve. And the misogynistic men did not like that for some reason. They did not like that. I got to post for a thumbnail. So this video is at 83,000 plays. I meant to make a video about this sooner, but the power was acting really wonky in the crib all afternoon. I just have to point the phone at my screen. You should be able to see it if I just hold my phone still. So Derek, I'll just read the comments. I'll just read it. It's right here. So Derek said, "Wow, such ignorance. The metal wheels are going to screech against the metal rails. Lord help us all." Like I didn't just say in the video, and in the caption, the comments told me blah 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 blah. Did this clown think I'm acting so surprised that train screechers going around the curve? I wasn't, because y'all told me this information. Even then, when I first Railfan near a curve, I didn't know what caused that noise. And then commenters told me, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is what causes the noise. Derek blocked me, or I blocked him. I think he blocked me. And this clown had the audacity to insult me and block me because I couldn't reply. I can reply to him directly, but I can't slander him to my almost 10,000 followers on Facebook, 600 something on YouTube, 600 on Instagram, and 2,000 on TikTok. So I may not be able to reply to him directly, but man, I can hope his employer sees this and he gets fired. People have gotten fired because of what they say on social media, believe it or not. Then I was like, well, you're busy insulting me. This guy told me what I said in the video. This is what a railroad employee told me. I got this information from a railroader. And instead of being like, my bad, instead of being like, oops, my bad, he calls me the R word. I'm going to have to censor it because YouTube is being YouTube and they don't like certain words. Then he commented a meme. Well, the meme said, look, son. So you still insult me, even though I told you I'm getting my information from a railroad employee. Instead of being the gentleman you claim you are and be like, oh, my bad, I didn't know. Okay, well, that guy's talking about something different. In this case, is this. And I draw the line at being called ableist names. All because you don't like me or you didn't like how I said something. This is why I'm starting to hate men. Because they are just nasty to the opposite gender for no gosh damn reason. Other than to make themselves feel good. How can you look at yourself in the mirror that you bring down random ass women on the internet because you have a soft ego or whatever the case may be? Then he said, just quit while you're at it. Calling me names, and yeah, you're the one with the video showing how ignorant you really are, man. Hit some more crack, rock. See, you want to insult somebody, but you can't make sense. I'm not ignorant. I clearly told you that what I said in the video is information that I got from a railroad employee. So if an actual railroader telling me XYZ, and I just reiterate that, and you still insult me, I don't think I'm not as dumb as you claim to be. You just hate women, or you just hate knowledgeable women. Anthony, Derek, do you work for the railroad? Are you a railroader? In which, by the way, in the video, in the caption, I said, if you wait until enough train has passed, you will hear screeching. Y'all told me the flanges will squeal on curves. So basically I'm saying, like, the train is screeching because from what y'all told me, that happens when the flanges touch the rail and it will squeal on turns. I asked, sometimes I hear the squealing and sometimes I don't. I know it depends on how sharp the curve is, but what else plays the role? Is it how fast the train is going? Is it if it's loaded or unloaded, or did they put a lubricant on the tracks? Or like what? Like, I don't know a lot about the railroad. That's why I'm asking you. But the fact that you can't educate people without insulting them and bringing them down says a lot. And this is the very reason why I don't talk about politics on my channel. This is the very reason why I had a no politics rule on my Twitch stream. Because I don't want to be anywhere where I'm going to be insulted and called names. I refuse to talk about politics because that's what's going to result in being insulted, being brought down. It's funny. I came across a video on TikTok where this creator said that if you don't talk about politics, you support 47. Now, he didn't outright say it, but he implied it by saying, why are you surprised that all these influencers are, support 47 when they haven't said anything about politics? So he's basically saying, if you don't talk about politics, you support 47. Meanwhile, I don't talk about politics to avoid harassment from 47 supporters. You see how that goes. I have the proof right here about the harassment I get from misogynistic men just because I'm a chick who likes trains. Right here to show you the harassment I will get if I start talking about politics. Paul said, "You're a moron." Then I'm like, again, a CSX employee told me why the train squeals on curves. And I was just reiterating what he told me. Because I'm like, oh, y'all told me that this happened, that this is the flanges, that this is the flanges squealing. I said that in the video. But how come at times I hear them and at times I don't? So when people are busy insulting you, instead of pointing out where you made a mistake, then how are you going to correct it? How are you going to correct your mistake if everybody's busy insulting you? Exactly. Y'all want to call me names, y'all want to belittle me, but y'all don't have the maturity to provide questions without insults. Of course I'm going to sound ignorant and stupid if you're not telling me what I'm saying wrong. Then of course I'm going to defend it with my chest based on the information I was given. Of course, based on the information I was given. Of course I'm going to defend that information with my chest when you're calling me names like, hey, this is what this person told me. And of course I'm going to sound more ignorant in your eyes because you, my friend, are too stupid and immature to correct people without insults. If you want to get technical, I'm not going to learn anything if the first thing you know is to insult somebody. So I'm going to, quote unquote, stay ignorant and stay stupid as long as you stay immature when it comes to correcting people properly. That's how that goes. Perhaps this is why I don't see a lot of girls that like trains, because of these misogynistic men push them back in the hole. Why do you feel threatened that someone of the opposite gender can't like the same thing as you? Why do you guys feel threatened by that? I need to understand, I'm not hurting you or anyone. And when I try to tell these clowns that they are the one that chose to come on the video and watch it and comment, they could have easily scrolled by if they didn't like what I had to say. But they chose to use their whole chest to leave insults and comments, thus telling Facebook that they want more of my content. They don't want it based on how dumb I am. They don't want it. But their engagement is telling Facebook or TikTok that they do want it. The opposite gender liking anything does not harm you in any way. And there are women that work for the railroad. You might not see many of them, but there are women that work for the railroad. It's like you can't enjoy anything without assholes trying to bring you down because they feel threatened by someone else liking the same thing. Y'all could find a common ground if you weren't so hung up in your misogyny and your sexism. You could find a common ground between you and someone else. Y'all like this hobby. Y'all the opposite gender, but y'all like this hobby. Y'all equally share the love and the hobby of other people, of other folks. It seems like Facebook has the most toxic people. These folks are making TikTok look like an angel, and I got harassed for simply iterating, "Hey trolls, if you don't like my content, just block me or scroll." Because why want more of what you don't like? Like, you don't like my content, so why are you commenting? That's telling the algorithm that you want more. You trolls need to stop blaming me for seeing content you don't like because of a social media app, thinking you might like it, when you could curate content you actually want to see. So if you like sports, curate sports content. Or you like, let's say, gaming, then curate gaming content. You like cooking, gardening, motorcycles, cars, curate that content. Curate that content in your feed. Like, comment, share. Follow pages about cars or cooking or gardening or whatever you want to watch. Because being mean to me is not going to fix that. Maybe that's why you're seeing content you don't like, because all of a sudden it's the creator's fault. I can't control where my posts go to on Facebook. I can't control who sees it. Facebook will show it to people who engage with something similar. So of course, if you're liking car content, Facebook may think, okay, since you like cars, you might like trains. Since they're both vehicles that take you somewhere or take something somewhere, you might like this. You might like buses. Buses take you somewhere, and then say, I don't want to see this. Show me less. Then Facebook will say, okay, we won't show you this anymore. Me liking trains isn't taking anything away from you dudes. You can still like them. You can still film them, record, have a model train set in your basement. You're not missing out on anything. And I also think that the problematic actions of certain rail fans could be fueling this hate. Because I was getting trolls. But I've noticed after I made that video about Capital City Rail, and for those of you who don't know, Capital City Rail, he intentionally derailed a BNSF train. It looks like it was in a yard or siding by switching the tracks and making the train hit a stationary car that was on the tracks. It seems like the car was going to be repaired or needed repairs or something, or some type of maintenance. And I've noticed that after that incident happened, I noticed I got way more trolls. The kid derailed the train in April. BNSF gathered enough evidence to believe it was him around July. After that, I noticed that the amount of misogynistic men I got increased because of what that kid did. That probably left a mark that they think all rail fans or foamers will put people in danger for views, when I wouldn't do that, because in my opinion, that's dumb. You can see what happened to the kid. YouTube took down his channel because that's a violation of their rules, and he went to jail. Personally, in my opinion, it is stupid to risk going to jail just for views. If he derailed a model train, or he modded train sim and did it in train sim, that's fine. But messing with real trains, putting lives at risk, that is dumb. Why would I do that? That is just completely stupid. I think it shows that there is no fandom that is safe for girls, women, femmes, etc. Because even in gaming, men think they own gaming. Like, you don't. I might like different games than you, but we can equally enjoy these hobbies. It makes me, I wanted to play some paintball sometime. But looking at how men treat me for liking trains, I'm a little weary. I'm a little skeptical, because what if the paintball bros are just as misogynistic? Just be like, oh, that's what you think? Bang. Maybe I can actually let out some steam. Maybe I should play some paintball. I can let out some steam and be like, that's what you think? Bang. I don't know if this video is going to reach any girls that like trains. I'm not sure, but just know, hey, let's team up like the Avengers. Let's become the freaking Avengers or something. I've never watched the Avengers, so you gotta excuse me if I don't have the right concept. But hey, you're a lady, you like trains, or you work for the railroad or whichever. Hey, let's team up like the Avengers. Maybe we can overpower these misogynistic men or whatever. Like, I'm still gonna post my rail fanning content. I'm still gonna upload gaming content as filler content while you wait. Like, I'm still gonna do that. But I just needed to vent about the vitriol that I've been getting on certain videos. It's not on every video I upload. It's just on video where I ask railroad questions that these men deem stupid or ignorant, or make statements based on what I was previously told. It's just those videos, but edits are okay, or just normal videos seeing the train are okay. It's just when I call out daredevils or ask stupid railroad questions. Let me know what you think about the video. Leave a comment with your thoughts down below, because I would like to hear what you got to say. And also, before you leave, I have a Patreon and I have a Ko-fi. I offer content. I offer early access to my content. So let's say a video is going to go up, let's say March 15th. Do you get the video a week early? You're going to get early access to my full raw uncut VODs when I stream on Twitch. It's going to be a series that I'm picking up from the ground. Just to make sense, it's going to be a series I'm picking up from the ground. You'll get early access to that before it's live on YouTube. You may get exclusive content, maybe a blooper reel of me dying over and over. I'll mix it up. You'll get to vote on what you want to see. say I'm debating on what game to play, you'll get to vote on what game I play, and I'll play that game first. Also wanted to make a podcast, and at least till I can get the funds to pay for hosting to put on Spotify, you'll get exclusive access to my podcast. So expect that. And I have different tiers for the content that I put out there, so that way I know what content you're signing up for. So thanks for watching this rant video. If you've made it to the end, tell me, did you get any trains today? Did you see anything cool? Did you see anything unique? Also, let's build a following together. If you have any socials, comment your handle, and maybe some other viewer will follow you. We can get to know each other, and we can build a community. I have my socials in my description box. So I'll see you.